Alrighty. Hello, YouTube people. This is Lloyd. We're Dungeon Jarl, apparently, all of a sudden. I started the channel because I play in lots of games, and I thought I might as well contribute to the hundreds and hundreds of exactly identical YouTube profiles out there, so I thought I'd make my own. Today we're going to be playing Fiasco with my friends here. We've got Josh from RD20, we've got Ian from Fantastic Dimensions, and we've got Thomas from Something About Tabletop. Check out their channels, subscribe, and all that stuff. So Fiasco is like an improv game. Very rules light. We roll a bunch of dice. We pick some characteristics that relate to our characters and give them relationships with each other, and then we play out a bunch of scenes. The idea with me at Fiasco is it's going to be like a little bit like a B movie of sorts. So this scenario is called Objective Zebra, however you want to say it, and I'll just read the description. All is quiet aboard the U.S. Navy submarine SS-495, the USS Saddleback. She's on reduced battery power, nestled in the soft mud of the North Sea somewhere off the coast of Lower Saxony. It's the middle of World War II. You were specially selected for this mission. They made it sound like a great honor to ferry a handful of civilians somewhere in the greatest secrecy so they could do something that would help win the war. It was called Objective Zebra. It hasn't worked out so well. You surfaced and took them, heavily guarded, to an island that wasn't on the Saddleback's charts. They did whatever it is they were supposed to do and came back in a tearing hurry, followed by German spotter aircraft and E-boats, and finally a depth charge tossing four-posting boat from the mouth of the Elbe that nearly sunk you. Saddleback went deep and got quiet fast, diving for her life. Saddleback's collapsed depth was 200 meters. When you came to rest in the bottom, amid the screaming protest of overstressed metal, the gauge read 226. There's a meter of water in the pump room, and the forward torpedo compartment is largely flooded. The horrible groaning of the tortured pressure hull has mixed with another sound, something stranger, more unearthly, from outside the Saddleback. Whatever it is, it's like nothing even the saltiest old-timers have ever heard before. And it's getting closer. What the hell did those civilians do? You're trapped in a stranded submarine and you have to get the hell out of here before it comes in. Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah. Right, so that's the premise. I'm going to hand it over to Thomas, who knows how to play this game.
Yay, game. Okay, so how this is going to work for us is that we're going to roll a whole bunch of dice, 4 dice each player. Normally in the game, you get 2 separate colored dice, good dice and bad dice. I'm assuming with Dice Stream we can't have different colored dice when you roll like half good, half bad or anything like that. I'm assuming we can't? No. So we're just going to have to catalog that they're good and bad when we're handing them out. This is all going to come in later at the end because how much good and bad dice matters what happens to your character. It can be from, yeah, you did okay, to you're going to kill yourself and be in eternal pain forever. So pretty much how this is going to work is that we're going to roll 4 dice each. We're going to get Fantastic Dimensions, Ian, to do this for us. And then we catalog how, basically, just have a look at all the numbers. Usually on the tabletop, you would kind of order them from 1 to 6. I'm not sure if we can do that on Dice Stream, though.
I don't think so.
No. So we'll just do that and we'll just work it out. And pretty much the other premise of it, a big one, is everyone has to have a relationship. It has to be chosen and then defined. And everyone has a relationship to their left and their right. So I'm going to have a relationship with... Oh, Josh. Ooh. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a relationship with Josh. and also going to have a relationship with Ian. Ian's going to have a relationship with me and a relationship with Lloyd. Lloyd's going to have a relationship with Ian and Josh, Lloyd, and me. And that's it, really.
Wait a minute. Can you just give me a left to right reading wrap around? We'll start with...
Yeah, it's different on my screen.
Yeah, it's all different on everyone's screen. Okay.
Just so I can write it down in the notes here. So if we go
So
Lloyd
first, we'll just say my left, or to my left is Josh. So we'll just go like that. Basically, we'll just write down on a piece of paper on notes. We're going to need notes for this. Is that say Tom and Josh have a X relationship that is defined with Y. That's how we'll do it.
So I got you and Josh, you and Ian, and then Josh's relationship with?
Yeah, but we'll just get going, I guess.
Sure.
So just roll up those dice, and I'll get a notepad out. I'll close all the Shadowrun stuff I have.
Okay, I'll roll the 16 dice now.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom. No threes. But I guess we'll work with that. We will have no threes today, guys. All right. So I guess who wants to start? I guess I'll start because I know what I'm doing, and then we'll go. To Josh, and then Lloyd, and then to Ian because Ian's never done it before. So I guess what I'll do is I'll make my relationship with Josh. I'm going to pick that we are crew together. So can you please highlight a 2 there, Ian? And Josh and I crew. Now, there are other things behind crew. If you guys have the PDF up that I've sent you, underneath crew, there's more of them. We name them on our next turns. You can only ever name something once. Like you go 2, and then next turn you go, okay, I'm going to define this. If Josh wants, he can define the relationship I made. But a good way to do it so everything's even, so everyone has an equal amount of turns, we'll just go next person, next person, next person, kind of defining the relationships. And then after the relationships are defined, which takes 2 of each person's dice, we then do everything else, which is location and objects, needs, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, we'll go with Josh.
Okay. Who else do I have a relationship with but you, Thomas?
Lloyd.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take another 2 and say we have a relationship of crew.
All right, so we have 2 crew relationships. Crew.
Who's that? Josh and Lloyd are crew as well?
Yeah, Josh and Lloyd are crew.
Okay, got it.
So that's another 2 gone.
Yep, I marked it up.
Lloyd, now you have a relationship with Ian.
Okay, let's see. So we have no threes, right?
None.
Really annoying. That's going to be really annoying.
Yeah, that is quite rough. The 3 is quite a good one for a relationship too.
Innocence, actually. Yeah. Oh wait, that's the tilt table. Jesus, get that out of here. Fuck off.
I will say that Ian and I have a criminal past.
Okay, that's a 5.
Yeah.
So Ian and Josh, or sorry, Lloyd, that's your name, have a criminal past.
Well, was that Josh or Ian? Lena. What?
Sorry, it's me and Lloyd. Ian and Lloyd.
Yeah.
Ian and Lloyd. Ian and
that was
Lloyd.
a 5 gone. Okay, marked off the 5. So then
Okay, Ian, now you make a relationship with me.
Make a relationship with Thomas. Okay, and I have 1s, 4s, 5s, and 6s to choose from out of 2. Okay, so okay, I'm going to say that Thomas and I have a chain of command relationship.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
a
now I'm going
1.
to define. Yep, that's a 1. Okay, I'm going to pick the last 2 and say that Joshua and I are gung-ho lunatics. We are gung-ho lunatics. Gung-ho lunatics.
There's still 1 more 2 left after that.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, so Josh, you can either define a
Define.
relationship or pick something else, right? Needs, location.
Well, he has to define it for now, just
Okay.
just for ease. Like, I mean, in the rules it doesn't say that, but it's best to get the relationships out first, and then you
Yeah,
can focus on other things.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to define a relationship. I'm going to use that last 2. And I'm going to say that Lloyd and I are up for the same promotion. No, that's a 3. I'm going to use a 3. We don't have any 3s. Never mind.
Lovers.
Lovers. No.
Not again.
Damn it, I should have picked lovers.
Do we have any fours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick a 4. We were both specially selected based on unique talents.
Unique. Oh, I like that. How unique is written.
Yeah. Unique in italics.
Seeing as a gun-ho lunatic, it makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
All right, so I'm going to define me and Ian's criminal past. Let's see. Okay, I think how many 4s we got left? We got enough?
Yeah.
We've got a couple. Okay, in that case, we will be leaders of rival shipboard gangs.
How come there's an extra D10 4 there? That's a bit weird.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where that came from, actually.
Yeah, we can just ignore it.
Okay, so you guys are rivals, leaders of rival shipboard gangs. Okay, so
Mark off this one. There we go.
what exactly does that? Okay, so this is ex shipboard gang. So somewhere. Well, okay.
There's 2 gangs on the ship, and mine and Ian characters both run the rival ones. So maybe
Interesting.
2 clicks or something on the ship.
So now I have to define our chain of command relationship. We don't have any 2s left. We do have a 2 left. There's a 2.
God, no. Okay.
A 4, a 5, a 5, and a few 6s as well.
Officer and the crewman who seduced Tislov.
I'm just looking at these here.
This one's a fairly weird module, actually.
It's weird,
liking
yeah.
the story so far. Yeah, because we have an objective straight away, so it's going to be pretty. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one.
It's one of the reasons I picked
gonna
it.
be
Is like it's a bit more focused. or
Objective.
something, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. What the
Yeah,
hell?
but yeah. So you're picking 2 or
No, I'm going to pick 6, actually.
hard case and the
Kings.
one who demoted him? Okay.
And the
So
one
who's going to be the demoted one?
demoted him?
Probably me, or
Yeah. If you're the leader of a gang, I guess you've got some sway.
Well, you and I are the leader of gangs, right? Oh, yeah, so
so
it could be the
it
hard
would be-
case. Yeah, sure.
so
I'll be the hard case. And you're the one I demoted. So that was a 6.
So I am a
right?
crazy motherfucker who got demoted. Okay. I'm not overly feeling this character, but I'll get there.
Maybe because of your gung ho.
Maybe that's why you got demoted.
Yeah, because I'm freaking crazy. All right, so let's get let's look at needs, shall we? So now we can pick needs, locations, and objects. Objects can be anything.
The need to get the truth about what's in the fucking box.
What? That's amazing.
So good.
What's in the fucking box? Is there 2 6s left? Oh my god, I need this
That's so
to
good.
get the truth about. That's happening. Okay, so my need is to get the truth about.
So that's a 6, another 6 off.
That's 6, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
plead
you
to
got-
all of you, don't use the other 6. I want to know what's in the fucking box. But you can take it if you want. I don't care.
I want to tell the captain what he did.
That's a
to you.
1. Sorry, not a 6.
The need's a 1.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
the needs a 1 and then I need a 6. Okay, sorry.
Sorry, hold on. Let me put that 6 back on there then and take off the 1.
Okay,
That's
okay.
no more 1s. Okay, there we go.
Okay, pass turn.
So after you, then it's what? Josh.
Josh.
Again,
So you can pick
Yeah,
a
Josh.
need, a location, an object.
Yeah, what do we got left?
We got a couple 6s. We got 2 4s, 2 5s, and 1 2.
These are character-specific things, right? Like I don't need to take a note of what your need is, do I?
No,
It
I
might
mean,
help.
So you can write down like Thomas needs to get the truth.
I'm going to take. Let's see. We don't have any 1s left, do we?
No. We got 2 6s, 2 5s, 2 4s, and 1 2.
Okay, I'm going to take that last 2, and I'm going to say to get respect from.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pass it over to Lloyd, I guess.
All right. Well, to finally take care of George. Who else? I'm so specific. Like, I'm going to pick that I need to get away.
Do we all have to pick a need?
You don't have to.
No, actually, someone needs to pick a location.
Because there's not
I'm
enough
looking at where
dice,
we
is
currently
there?
avoid, and that looks like a lot of fun, actually. Where we currently avoid. That's location.
So you're picking another need, Lloyd, yeah?
Yeah, I'm picking the need to get away.
What number is that?
That is a 5.
A 5.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
It's adding up.
Can you get rid of the... Wait, okay, yeah.
I did mark off the D10. Don't worry about that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I don't know where it.
All
I don't even really know how I got into that. It was a bizarre glitch or something.
Mm.
So
Okay,
I guess
it's your
I'll pick
turn,
a
Ian.
location, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you can do flashbacks. That's cool.
That's going to be fairly difficult to do, actually, so...
Where we
We can only pick 4, 6, 5 anyway, and none of them are flashbacks. Oh, also, the last die is always a wild, so you can use it as anything. So Ian gets a pick of a wild.
Oh, do I? Well, that might change my mind then.
There's objects as well, Ian, which are like various things.
Yeah, but we need to have a location, don't we? Isn't that what you just said?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So if
We don't need to define the location. It can be left kind of open.
Okay, I see.
Well, this is kind of location based anyway, seeing as it's in the submarine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, yeah.
What's in the fucking box? So good. The box! The box!
Yeah, most
So if
things
I
are.
pick an object, then that's an object that I have, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, no, object is between a relationship. So you pick a relationship, and that object is between it.
So an object would go between two of us, for example.
It
Like, if
doesn't
I pick
necessarily
an
mean you
object-
share the object.
If I
It's
pick
something
an
that is
object
stressed
between
in a
myself and
relationship.
Lloyd, since we're leaders of rivalship or gang, it might be something we're fighting over or something.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. You guys may not even necessarily have it. So it could be objects. It could be disturbing, missing,
Yeah.
and unaccounted for.
I'm gonna
Or
go.
tools. Or...
I'm going with a disturbing object between myself and Lloyd.
Maybe it could be the box, and I want the box.
Somebody
But
else
you demoted me.
Somebody else pick a location.
I'm going to picking what's in the fucking box. Like, there's nothing you can do to stop me. To be honest, we may not even need to choose a location because it's just in the submarine.
It's on
True,
submarine.
true. That's the last object, or last 6, yeah, for what's in the
Yeah,
fucking box?
yeah.
Okay. So you need to know what's in the fucking box.
Oh no, I still
And
wanted
the box could be between you guys. You guys with this rival ship gang found the box. Josh.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and define my need. And what do we got left?
4, 5.
2 4s and a 5, yeah.
I'm going to use that for your overbearing father. May he rest in peace.
Excellent. So that's another 4 gone.
So you're going to need to make someone your overbearing father, otherwise that's going to be very hard to accomplish in a submarine. You'll need.
no,
Well, yeah,
may
what-
he rest in
what-
peace. His father's dead.
Oh yeah, but okay. So you will need to make what your father wants you to do. What is respectful to your father, and you'll have to define that. Otherwise, your character is going to be hard to play. All right, Lord, I think.
All right. So what I got 4 or 5 left. I need to get away from either the stinking air and these stinking people, or from whatever it is that lurks in the depths. That's the one. I'll take the 5. From whatever is out there lurking in the depths.
What is that? You need to get away from whatever is out there looking in the depths. Okay, that's your need. You don't have to have a need, though, correct? You said?
You have
No.
to.
I mean, you've got a wild card. You can pick anything right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The thing is you want to make sure your character is tangible enough for you to make a character out of it, because sometimes you can have problems if you can't connect your character.
Yeah. So at the moment, I know that I have a criminal past. I'm the leader of a rival shipboard gang. I demoted Thomas, whatever your character may be. And you said something about there possibly being an object between us, yeah? Or not an object, but the other box.
It could be. You
I
said
was
you were
thinking
picking
about
a
defining the disturbing object as a strange idol bathed in deep sea muck.
And that could be the box.
Yeah.
Maybe what's in the fucking box.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be what's in the fucking box. That's true.
A disturbing, strange, idol bathed in deep sea muck. In my mind, maybe that's what the gangs are fighting over.
Mm.
It's a little bit like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. What's in the box?
So which two people have these the weird item, Ian and Lloyd, or Ian and Thomas?
It's between myself
Ian
and Lloyd.
Me and Ian. But it could definitely be the reason that Thomas got demoted. If he was too curious about the box or something.
So can I clear these dice off my face now?
Yeah, you totally can.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I gotta take a short break. I need to make something to eat.
All right.
Sure. Oh, I think what we could do is we can actually... Well, we'll try to think of who our characters are, make their names, and then under the tagline, we can actually put how much good and bad dice we have. So that's going to come as we go. Basically, from now on, we do acting scenes. So say it's going to be my turn. I may go, okay, I want to define what I got demoted for. This was in my past. This is going to be a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm setting the scene, what it's going to be about, and now I choose who is in the scene. I'm going to say, obviously, Ian's going to be in the scene because... You know, he's the one who demoted me, so he's going to be there. So doing this is going to, you know, help define our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I may quickly think right now why I got demoted, and then I'll start the scene. So say I could have been originally demoted for pretty much being unstable, wanting the box when it was originally gotten onto the ship. Let's say when we were leaving the harbour with the civilians or something like that, they took on a box. We got a box. And my character really wanted to know what was in the box, like unnecessarily so.
Yeah.
Cough, cough, Cthulhu speaking to him. But anyway, yeah, that's how we do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
okay. So I've got the need to get away from whatever is out there lurking in the depths. I think this can link in with the box nicely. And if we're leaders of gangs, I think we could have, me and you, Ian, could have found the box. Or like when I first got on, we were the officers who were like made to look at the box. And I wanted to look at it and open it, and you were against that.
Okay.
And that's how the gang started. Like, one side is like a faction who wants to learn all the weird shit that's going on with the box, and the other side is like, whoa, we shouldn't do that. Or you can be the side who wants to look in the box. But
That's
my
what I'd say, dude, if you want to get away, you shouldn't be for it.
I need to get away from whatever. Yeah, so like either by looking in the box, I know what's out there, or I'm just terrified of the idea of something being out there, and that's why I don't want to look in the box.
So if there's two rival gangs going on in the submarine, like obviously things are kind of fucked up on the submarine. So maybe one gang is a gang of like kind of military loyalists, as it were. So they don't want to open the box. It's considered at this point to, maybe a military asset or something, and our job is to take it back to our superiors or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas another group maybe of rebels, if you wish, or whatever. They want to find out what's in the box and
Yeah.
no secrets and all that, because obviously weird things are happening already. Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And if we're going to be somewhat equals or whatever, sorry guys, I don't have very much knowledge about naval things and submarine officers or whatever. What would be a decent rank for us? What would be?
I have no idea. I would say, like, we could both. I don't know if they have sergeants in there or how it works, but something equivalent to that.
I'll do a quick Google search and see submarine officer.
My thing isn't working. That's really annoying. Come on.
So I've got.
I'm trying to get the lower third working. It's not. That's really annoying.
You gotta turn it off and back on. Have you done that?
Yeah, I did.
Lloyd won't be able to use it because he doesn't have a camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh well.
Submarine officers on, say, board. Officer.
We'll just keep track of good and bad dice.
Yeah.
So we got 8 good, bad, and remember your total. Top and down. This matters at the end of the game and in the middle of the game.
So specially selected based on unique talents, me and Josh, which means I could be like a researcher or I could be a super good soldier. Either one works depending on what gang I'm in.
Yeah, your crew actually. Yeah, you should choose. Maybe you're a researcher who actually found out what was in the box and he wants to get away, but the rest of his men are overzealous.
Yeah, and there's like a weird kind of cult leaning or something.
Okay, so we don't actually have to have an equal rank or something like that, right?
No. Well, why do you? Like, this place is falling to shit. You don't have to be equal rank.
I just figure my character must have some kind of rank since I was responsible for demoting you.
Yeah. So you
of course, yeah, your character can have a rank.
Yeah, I could be a researcher who was, part of that crew who went onto the island and came running back with the box.
Okay. So I'm going to be XO.
Sure. I need to get away from whatever's out there lurking in the depths. That's just groovy.
I mean, we could actually start. Shall we? I guess we could start without Josh.
Oh, he's back. Yeah,
he's back. He's back. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'll start finding the scene. So, I'm wondering if I could. Probably just I could do an internal monologue as well. Why I need the box. Or we could do how I got demoted.
So we'll go around and everybody will do a scene. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically we'll go around in an order. We can do an order from whatever the order is from Lloyd's perspective, because it'll be on his video. So.
I'm just, like I said, this is the first time I played the game, so.
Yeah, that's cool. It's pretty simple. You'll get into it really quickly.
Okay.
Understanding the dice thing may be a bit obscure. It's only till the end you realize what the fuck was going on, but yeah. Anyway, so who wants to go first? Shall I, or?
You can go. I don't mind. I can do it as well. I'm easy.
All right. So maybe okay. So I guess what we have to do first is actually define who our characters are. So we'll 100% think up of what's going on. So my character wants the box.
Yeah.
And he wants it really bad, and he's a very overzealous, enthusiastic man.
Yeah. A gung-ho lunatic, if you will.
Yes, a gung-ho lunatic. So I guess that's my character. His name is going to be Rhetoric Viles. And that's it. He's a simple, normal-looking man. Not much to him other than that, apart from having a spark in his eye. Who wants to go next describing their character?
Hello. I am a researcher who are the citizens or civilians that were brought onto the ship for this weird mission where they went on the island. I went on there, I found the box, and I came running back to the ship with it. With tears in my eyes, I was horrified to find. It spoke to me and gave me disturbing images of what was to come, and so I'm terrified of it. And so because of that, a gang formed around me of people who were interested in finding out what's in the box, as opposed to Ian's group, who were very much against opening the box. So my name is going to be Wolfgang Schopenhauer. I'm going to
Dr. Schopenhauer.
Dr. Schopenhauer, yeah. Herr Doctor. I'm going to be German about it.
Oh, God. Isn't this World War II and we're on a U.S. submarine?
Yep.
Excellent.
They've hired. This can be like an Einstein situation where they get some smart German scientists.
Yep, I like it. Okay. Okay. So will I define my character then next?
Sure.
So I'm XO Riley. So I'm the XO of the submarine. I have demoted Thomas's character, Mr. Viles, I believe you said your name was?
Yes, Viles.
Yes. I have demoted Mr. Viles because of his erratic, somewhat unstable behavior and obsession about the box. Perhaps he belongs to the gang that support Dr. Schopenhauer. I'll let him decide whether or not he wants to do that. So I'm a military hard case. I'm all about the mission, and the mission is to take this box back to our superiors. And so I have formed up a gang of loyal sailors here on the vessel to try to help me to counteract the gang of radicals that are following the German scientists who are obsessed with getting a hold of the box and revealing it to the general public, as it were, on this ship at the moment. So we wish to protect the box and keep it out of their hands.
He's German. This is World War II.
Exactly. That's the other thing too.
Oh wow, okay. Jesus. That's pretty serious. Not sure why I'm trusting you, Mr. Schopenhauer.
That's Herr Dr. Schopenhauer to you.
I told you.
Hey.
Okay, I'm back.
Right.
I am Sergeant Bill O'Rourke. I am a weapons expert who was hired on just for this mission. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm a weapons expert hired on for this mission who drinks a lot and wants to get over the fact that his dead father thought he wasn't a good enough of a soldier.
All right.
Alright, sweet. Okay, I think I've just thought of my first act. It's actually going to be... I don't think I'll do the scene where I get caught. I think we're just going to leave that in the past, but I'm thinking we're going to do a scene just after I get caught. Because both... Josh and I are both very overzealous men. So I'm going to assume that we're friends, and because I've got a relationship on here, I might as well more define it, because I think him and I have the weakest relationship, so I'm going to try to work on that the most so we can tie in more. So my first scene with him is, because we've got these two power struggles, my first scene, he's going to try to work out what side he's on, because I think my character is kind of on the fence right now. He hasn't really been in any of the groups. He just really wants to know what's in the box. For other reasons. Okay. So we're going to be in the what's the drinking food area, galley, or what's it called again?
Yeah, the galley, isn't it? The galley would be like the
Yeah.
kitchen anyway.
Okay.
Galley or the mess, either one works.
Yep. So we'd be in the galley together, probably drinking, as you just said. Your character is an alcoholic. My character would drink on occasion, of course, too. He seems like he's just been very flustered up, and you can see where his badge was of his rank has been ripped off. I'd say my character was probably held a little bit of a rank, not like super high, but decent enough. But now it looks like he's been quite swiftly demoted as he walks into the room and slumps next to Josh's character, who I'm saying is drinking quite late at night, whatever night is, because we're in a submarine anyway. So I sit next to him, and I just kind of grumble. Bill, how you doing?
Not bad, man. He looks at you, looks over at you, and you see you grumbled. Kind of reaches into his back pocket, takes out a flask. I made that shit, yesterday. It's real good. Alcohol's not actually allowed on a submarine, right?
Yeah. He takes it, kind of looking back and forth, and he says it doesn't matter anyway. He takes a drink, and he puts it down, and he says, "Well, looks like I'm not going to be your commanding officer anymore. Just got demoted for just wondering what was on ship. That's all I wanted to know."
Bullshit's demoted you?
Yeah. You heard about this box thing? Took on here a couple days ago, and apparently only the higher ups are allowed to see it, and the bloody scientist, whatever his bloody name is, some German fuck. I don't even know how the fuck he's allowed on the ship anyway. Would have fucking blasted his head if it was my way.
Should have fucking floated a lot of them.
But hey, we're doing this secret mission, Zebra. Massive sigh. Takes another very deep drink from the flask. He says, "Well, what are you doing down here anyway?"
Eating, drinking, thinking.
It's a bit late for that.
Like Dad always said, never too late for a drink.
I just kind of, yep, okay then. He says, you should definitely be careful with that. I'm pretty sure, what's your character's name again, Ian? Sorry, I actually didn't write it down.
XO Riley.
Riley's getting on a bit of a power trip. Flaunting it around a little bit too much. I mean, I was just fucking behind him, and now I'm... The fucking superiors at HQ wouldn't have fucking dealt with this shit. But no, we're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, carting around civilians in a fucking box. Which apparently I don't have access to. You definitely see my character's like nails and stuff are like heavily bit, and he looks like he has bags under his eyes, like he hasn't had a wink of sleep for the last 2 days.
Why do you even care so much what's in the box? Who gives a shit? If XO Riley wants to come down on me, I'll just punch him in the fucking jaw.
He says it'd be a lot worse than I'm demoted then, I can tell you right now.
Only if he can take me.
Anyway, my character gets up, wiping the sweat off of his brow, and nervously leaves the room, muttering, maybe I can actually get some sleep now. And then scene.
Alright.
That was a fairly neutral scene, so it's going to be hard to pick whether it went good or bad for my character, but probably bad.
Yeah, Ian, the good and bad dice, when you do a scene, depending on like what happens in the scene, it goes well for one character or the other character, or it goes bad for one character. So you pick a good or bad dice and you award it to that person.
Just to one of the characters in the scene.
To the character who starts the scene, right?
The character starts the scene. So this is just for Thomas' purposes. Okay.
Yeah, so did that go good or bad for my character? I'd say bad. It was basically my character realizing that he's in a massive shithole right now.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have access to the box.
Yeah, and the commanding officer is having a power. I'm saying at least that he's a power hungry, and he doesn't like that. One bad dice.
Yeah, I would say it went
pretty bad. Nothing went good, so it has to go bad.
So how does that work? We give you one bad die, or?
Yeah, so take off from the good and bad die count. So we now have 8 good, 7 bad. And now we go to the person who's next. So who is next on your screen? Lloyd, and then we'll keep that order.
In which direction?
That doesn't really matter, up to you, man, because it's your video, so.
Yeah, okay, I'll go. So, let's see. Define my relationship with Ian a bit. I think we'll do just when I run back onto the ship with this box.
So this is going to be back in time, a couple days.
Yeah, just a couple days. So me and my scientist team, we're on this island doing something super classified, and we come like running back to the submarine and jump back in, close the hatch, and then we've got this box with us, and I put it down on a table, and then we start talking.
So who's in this scene? Ian and you?
Yeah.
Is
Dr.
anyone going to play the scientist?
Sorry?
Is anyone playing the scientist, or is it just you and him?
Actually, yeah. I mean, you guys could be scientists. No, I think it's just us. Works.
All right, have fun. Yep. Yeah. Because other people can play other characters. They don't always have to play themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So I come barreling through down the ladder, and I have this box with me, and I put it on the table, and I'm wiping sweat off my brow, and I'm wiping tears out of my eyes, and I look at him and I say, Riley, we're into some deep shit here.
Riley will step up and place his hand on top of the box. What the hell happened on that island?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Classified? You're on my ship. Or the captain's ship anyway, which is my ship when the captain's not in the room.
Look, I don't want to make this an issue, but there's like 7 or 8 levels of clearance before I can tell you what's in this box. And he was like wiping tears out of his eyes, and he's like clearly upset. Like, we need to study this box. We need to find out. I've had some disturbing visions. I just, whew.
Are you feeling all right, Dr. Schopenhauer? You don't look well.
I'm not.
Be seen to by the doctor.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so great. I need to bring this. I need to have someone bring this box to my quarters. No one is to look at it under any circumstances. It's got to be researched by me and my team.
Riley will call in a couple of sailors, a couple of his guys that are loyal to him, and say he'll tell them to take the box away. What he doesn't say to Dr. Schopenhauer is that he has given them orders to lock the box away somewhere safe in the hold, and to guard it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get my team together. We're gonna debrief, and yeah, then we can do some research on this box. We're into some really deep shit here, Riley.
We are. This is a time of war.
Mm.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to claim custody of the box until we can get it back to the base. I have received explicit orders the box is not to be opened on the submarine.
No, that cannot happen. You don't understand what's in the box. You don't understand what's in the box and what.
It's not my job to understand what's in the box. It's my job to follow orders and make sure that box gets back to headquarters undisturbed.
God damn it! This isn't the end of this, Riley. And he storms out. End scene.
Alright, that went bad.
That went bad for a
Sorry.
No, that's totally part of it. Cool.
No, dude, you dick over characters in this. I've had
Yeah.
people just... I usually die when I play this game, so I've got a feeling this character's going to die!
Okay, so 1 bad dice for me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, just for my character purposes, before we go to the next scene, I just want to make sure, back in the setup of the scene, the submarine is stuck. That happens after you bring the thing
After I
back,
come back,
right?
yes.
So it hasn't been stuck yet, because it would have been silly of me to say we're going to take it back to headquarters.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to. I think maybe we don't have to do that. It could just be traveling towards the location.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it to the tilt, shall we, whether or not it sinks, because
Yeah.
I think that could be more interesting.
Good idea.
Say again?
So halfway through,
There's something called a tilt, which is halfway through. Basically, shit goes down, and depending on what that is, maybe the sink ships.
Yeah, this is
Good old sinking ships.
Followed by, okay, so we're being followed by German spotter aircraft, right, and E-boats, and then finally a depth charge tossing for Posten boot from the mouth of the Elbe nearly sunk you. Right, okay, that's when we deep. Okay, so maybe that'll be the tilt then when the German.
Yeah, I'd say just leave it open. I mean, to be honest, the scenario is too restrictive at the start. It's kind of giving you, like, what if you don't roll up that kind of stuff in your game?
Yeah,
you can't play that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we're just on the way back to the good old USA.
Yep. Okay, whose turn is it now?
It will be Ian's turn next.
All right, Ian.
Okay. Let me see. Jeez, I don't know what to do here. Okay. So to establish a little bit more about my character, so
It's a good idea to like define the relationship you have with somebody else. So you could define your thing with Thomas, or with we actually just defined our relationship, but you can also have scenes with Josh. That's no problem. You can have scenes with anybody.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have a scene with you, Lloyd, because our characters are actually quite intermingled, even though we don't have a straight up relationship per se in the rules.
Yeah. And you can also do like monologues, or you can have scenes with NPCs. You know, you could have a scene with your group or your gang or something if you want.
Okay, and then like you guys could just play the NPCs or something like that?
Yeah. If you're stuck, if Josh has an idea, we can go to him.
Yeah, actually, I know I have an idea. I'll say, okay, I have a scene where, you know, I'm on the command deck or whatever of the submarine, and basically I'm thinking, you know, we're being followed since we left the island. You know, just to establish a little bit of what was laid out in the scenario. You know, before obviously the submarine becomes stuck or whatever, we decide to have that happen at the tilt room. But in the meantime, we are being followed by German spotter aircraft, E-boats, and E-boats. We'll just leave it at that. So I'm on the command deck. There will be a couple of other sailors on there as well. I'll let Thomas can play one of the sailors who's you know, giving reports that we are being followed. And then I'm going to have a
I mean, we could actually play our characters. Because if you're just telling everyone that it's being summoned, we could just play our characters.
Yeah, you could be your job. You could be on this, so that's good. In fact, let's have everybody on there. Let's have Josh on there as well. Sense. And Dr. Schopenhauer is going to be summoned. In fact, that's where we're going to start. So X O'Reilly has had Dr. Schopenhauer summoned to the command deck. I know on a submarine. So Dr. Schopenhauer, Mr. Viles tells me that we're being followed by German aircraft and E-boats. Perhaps you'd like to tell me a little bit about this? What do you know? What do they know?
Well, I don't know what they know. I can't divulge all the information that I have, but I can tell you that I'm working for the Paranormal Agency for Research. And
Paranormal Agency for Research. That sounds like a Nazi thing, doesn't it?
I left Germany well before the war started, sir. I've been living in America for nearly 20 years.
Dr. Schopenhauer, what I know is you brought this box on board my ship yesterday, and you were quite disturbed when I told you would no longer have access to it. Now, the next day, I find we're being followed by German aircraft and ships. I'll tell you what I think. I think you tipped them off. I think you have something to do with why they're on our tail.
That's garbage. You have no proof. I've done nothing wrong. Oh, I'm a scientist. I'm not a warrior. I've got nothing to do with this. I was hired to...
You have no proof, yes.
I was hired to get this box. It's a vital national security matter, and I think you're being incredibly insulting. How dare you?
It is vital national security. That's correct, and that's why I'll make sure you and your people do not have access to that box.
You have no idea what's in the box.
Mr. O'Rourke, confine Dr. Schopenhauer and his scientists to the brig, please.
Aye, XO.
This is outrageous. The president will hear of this.
I'll grab him up. Security team, on deck. We'll escort him away.
Yeah. We'll end the scene there, and this could be maybe the establishment of the rival gangs.
Okay.
Yep.
So that went good for you.
My character is probably going to stay on deck. Just saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's for the commander, even though he fucked him over at this point, because the scientists aren't doing too well.
Good man, good man.
That's the way.
So I have one good die. Okay. Cool. So then it's Josh's turn, right? To do a second.
I will go ahead and begin the scene where Sergeant Bill O'Rourke is taking Dr. Schopenhauer and his team. Well, Bill and his security team are taking Schopenhauer and his team down to the brig.
Alrighty.
So, you know, he's walking you along with his hand on your shoulder. You guys feel free to jump in and play security officers.
Sure. I'll be security officer Bob.
Sorry, Doc, nothing personal.
This officer of yours is an outrage. I have the highest level clearance possible. The president himself has sent me on this mission. How very dare you?
Yeah, you German piece of shit. Like I said, man, nothing personal. XO's orders.
What is your name and rank?
Doesn't matter.
I'll see you court-martialed for this outrage.
Well, I didn't do shit.
If he really is with the president, maybe we should listen to him.
Says Bob.
Okay.
We're in the Navy. We're in the Navy, man. We follow orders.
I don't know. I mean, you know, the XO did seem awfully volatile. Did you hear what he said? I mean, don't you think he was a little bit out of line, Sergeant?
When has the XO never? When has the XO not seemed a little volatile?
I mean,
What do you want to do? Go to the captain?
If Dr. Schopenhauer really is, you know, a Nazi sympathizer or a spy, I mean, why would they have sent him along on this mission in the first place?
I spoke for many long hours with your President Truman. For hours and hours I spoke with him about this very secret mission, and he gave me the top highest clearance, and you're imprisoning me. You're putting the whole damn world in danger.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Ain't nothing we can do. You
Well, I
think
mean,
God really knows the president? Come on.
If Mr. XO is not doing the right thing, because I don't think he is, maybe we should not.
Says Bob, trailing off as he forgets what he was talking about.
That makes no sense. How the hell did you get put on a submarine, Bob?
He said they need a lot of people for the war.
who's Yo daddy a senator, ain't he?
Bob, I cannot believe this is happening. You'll see when what's in the box escapes and fiery death comes raining down and the creatures outside begin to speak. You'll know you made a mistake.
Yeah, sure. Rainy death, fire, blah blah blah. He kind of pushes him into his cell and closes the door.
You're making a mistake. He holds the bars. You're making a mistake.
Guys, get them in their cells. End scene.
And just as the scene starts to fade, the one sailor will stay back a bit and go up to the bars and whisper to the doctor, "Doctor, do you know what's in the box?"
Yes.
Bob's going to stay as well because Bob's a cool guy. All right.
And then it can fade.
I don't know if that went good or bad for Josh. I mean, he completed the mission, but he was also threatened with court-martial, so I don't know.
I don't know. The thing is that what does his character want? He wants to be a good soldier. He was a good soldier.
Yeah.
So that went
He
good.
followed orders. That's a good one too.
Okay, I guess we'll turn it back over to Thomas, I guess.
Yes. 6. Alright. So, what I'm thinking, this is probably going to be maybe a couple hours later. In my character's break, he's going to. What'd you say during the meeting? Did you say anything about? Yeah, that's right. You said the box was evil, didn't you? Or what did you say about the box?
I said that it was a matter of national security and that it was paranormal research stuff.
Yeah, that's right. My character. So yeah, my character's actually going to go down to the brigand or whatever it is, and talk to you because obviously, well, yeah, my character's been having some problems recently when the boxes come on the ship.
Yeah.
So, in the area we are through the bars, my character comes up to you secretly. Oi.
Hello.
Says, you're the doctor, yeah?
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. And my character kind of motions you to come closer.
I'll look around nervously and then move to the bars.
Yeah. As you get close into the full light, you see my character just looks completely drained. He looks like he hasn't slept for 2 days, and he's got a madness in his eyes. And he says, "Did you say paranormal about that box?"
You're on the crew. You're.
I mean, he tells you the box has been speaking to me.
Mother of God.
It's been in my mind. I haven't slept for 2 days. Do you know anything about this?
I knew this would happen. This is why we need to. They've locked me in here. I can't do anything to deter the box's power while I'm in here. there are certain things I need to do, certain rituals that need to be completed, or else. Right, I'm saying way too much. I can't share this with you.
He says, he quickly says, I've been demoted. I'm not a guard anymore, so I can't help with that, but I might be able to rally some people to help you.
Son, I can tell you right now that if we don't get our hands in this box, we won't just die. The entire world is in danger.
He kind of nods his head, and then my character is going to leave within the intention of creating a rebellion. Alright. That went good for my character, I'd say, but it's up to you guys to decide.
Yeah, I think so. You're getting yourself closer to finding what's in the damn box.
Whether or not it's going to kill me, who cares?
Well, you need to know.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn. Lloyd, I think.
Yeah. So I think I might have the breakout maybe, unless it's too soon for that. No, I think I'll have the
that's
breakout.
too soon.
You think it's too soon?
How many
I mean,
scenes do you
maybe this whole rebel uprising thing, we can focus on that, or...
Yeah, it's just I'm locked in the thing, so I don't know how. I might have Josh's character come down and try and convince him to join. Yeah, I'll have that. So, like, Josh, you'll be like, on
guard duty?
On guard duty, yeah, checking that everything's in order, and so we'll start seeing. Hey, Sergeant, I need to speak with you.
I walk over with your tray of food, set it down, slide it under the door.
Thank you, Sergeant. Sergeant, I need to speak with you a matter of not just national security, but worldwide security.
Brother, I ain't had no orders to let you out.
Look, I know you're a soldier, you're a loyal soldier, but sometimes you need to do things that break the rules, but they'll make you a hero. Do you want to continue?
Last time I broke the rules, my dad liked to beat me shitless. My dad always said a soldier follows orders, he follows them to the letter, and that's what he does. And I will make that motherfucker proud. If it's the last thing I goddamn do, it don't matter if he's in his grave or not. So I'm going to follow the fucking rules.
Well, if you really want to make him proud, the best thing you could possibly do is save the entire world.
No, I don't think Daddy'd be proud of that. Daddy'd be proud of a soldier who follows rules, follows orders.
Then your father is an idiot.
Maybe. I certainly think so.
Look, in that box, I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna tell you something I shouldn't tell you. In that box, there is a spirit contained in that box. I know this sounds crazy, all right? I have the highest level security clearance. I am a paranormal researcher. I have many.
Yeah. You're looking for all them holy symbols, Ark of the Covenant.
Exactly. In that box, there is a force that can be used to control matter.
Okay, buddy, I'm going to do you a world of good right here. I'm going to help you out. None of that shit exists. It's not real. It's all fake. Ain't no point. Just deal. Okay? Just deal.
All right, I'll lock eyes with him, and I'll say, when the time comes, and the rising happens, and the creatures appear, I will ensure that you are the first one to be devoured.
Okay. Obviously, you're a sick man. You want me to get you a cigarette? I'll tell you what, I feel sorry for you. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a pack of Marlboros. Here, man. You have one.
I flick it back at him and walk to the back of my cell. End scene.
Alright. And bad for your character.
Yeah, bad too. Poor Dr. Schopenhauer. I think I'm next, is that right?
Yeah. Thomas, should we be counting what the numbers on the dice are now?
No.
Okay.
Before I start my scene, can I just ask a question? Josh, do you think that the way you're playing Sergeant O'Rourke, would he have fed this information back to the XO?
Absolutely.
The conversation? Okay.
He would have sent it up the chain. He wouldn't have.
Excellent. I've got my next scene then. So my next scene I'm down in the hold. There's a 2-man security detachment on the door. If if Thomas and Lloyd want to play those two security personnel, they can. And
I'll be Bob again.
Fucking Bob. And Sergeant O'Rourke is there with me as well. And the XO, having heard this disturbing report of what the doctor said, has gone down to the hold. He doesn't believe any of this real, supernatural mumbo jumbo. He's going to make sure that this artifact is brought back to the base. But he, out of morbid curiosity, has gone down and opened the box to have a look inside. And he opens the box and he pulls out this disturbing, strange idol. It's got bizarre runic writing on it that doesn't match any known language. It's made out of some kind of a material that just doesn't seem natural. It doesn't seem like anything that we have on the planet Earth, and it's shaped like some kind of humanoid. We'll say it's like a Cthulhu idol. So it's got the head of an octopus or squid-like thing with the tentacles and everything. Sorry, I'll pause for half. Should we pause for a second till Thomas gets back?
Yeah, we'll just pause until he gets back.
Yeah.
I'm going to get salute in this game.
Yeah, my character's in serious trouble.
I'm going to open the can of worms, as it were, I suppose. This is cool. I like this game.
It's cool, right? Yeah.
It's different. It's almost like an exercise in I don't know, like what do you call that? Improv acting and stuff, you know?
Yeah. It's incredibly freeform. It's just I like the relationship thing. I think that's really cool. You just pick some stuff and you build up from there.
Yeah.
I stepped on Patches' foot earlier when I came back in the room, so I need to check him out. Yeah, I know. You're afraid of me right now, but I need to check you. No broken bones. No broken bones. Okay, nipple's broken.
He does not look like a happy cat.
Not a happy cat. Okay. Shoulders are okay. Trust me, it doesn't feel like a happy cat either. I'm getting a lot of cold balls.
Yeah, you got another bad die on that last one, is that right? So we should actually have 5 good and 5 bad dice left.
Yeah, I've got 2 bad so far.
All right, sorry guys, just got a call. That was a good call. So okay, go on, let's go.
Okay, so continue, we just waited for you anyway. So yeah,
Okay.
he's pulled out this bizarre idol. Like I said, it's made of some strange material that's not actually from the Earth. It's got the strange writing on it, which nobody can read, and it's like this humanoid-like shape with the octopus-like head, and he's looking at it. And he wipes some of the muck off of it, trying to make sense out of the hieroglyphs on it. And he looks up at O'Rourke and he says, so much trouble over such a strange little thing.
Billy Bob. Huh?
O'Rourke's standing at attention. Whatever you say, sir.
You were right to bring your report to me, Mr. O'Rourke. Your
Yes,
loyalty has been noted and will be entered into the ship's logs. As you can see, there's no boogeyman in this chest, no great magical powers, just some strange, probably prehistoric chess piece. And he tosses it back into the box unceremoniously. He slams the box down and he relocks it and puts the key in his pocket.
What are your orders, sir?
I want you to keep an eye on Mr. Viles. I've
Sir,
heard
yes, sir.
that he has paid a visit to the doctor, and he's been acting erratic and fanatical recently. He doesn't look well either. If you get a chance, I think I'd like you to escort him to the doctor and have him checked out. I believe he may be running a fever. We may,
Yes, sir.
if he doesn't fall in line, or if he doesn't get some rest soon, we may have to have him detained as well.
Yes, sir.
We are going to get this thing back to command in the States, come hell or high water.
Yeah, he says that. You say that to him. He's a good soldier. Yes, sir. Walks off.
And he looks
Bob
back at the box.
a lady gets hits himself in the head, then leaves.
He looks back at the box and he thinks about the German boats and aircraft that have been following us since the day after we left the island. And he says, no matter how much blood has to be spilled, we will complete our mission. And he walks out. End scene.
Okay.
Nice.
That went good for your character.
Mhm.
Alright. Alright, who's next?
Josh.
It's going to be the scene where Sergeant O'Rourke is walking up to, what was your character's name, Thomas?
Rhetoric Viles.
Mr. Viles. Because I don't think Mr. Viles has a rank anymore.
He is the lowest you can go.
Would it
Petty
be
officer.
private in the Navy? Oh, petty officer, yeah, in the Navy, that's right.
Yeah, petty officer.
Walk forward. Petty Officer Viles.
Kind of, my character was, whatever he was doing, he was half asleep as he was doing it. It's like, what's in the box? Yes, sir.
Sorry, Petty Officer Viles. EXO wants you to go to the doctor. I'm here to escort you to the med station.
Why do I need to go to the doctor? I don't see why I need to go to the doctor.
I don't know, man.
There's nothing wrong.
Orders are orders. Come on.
No. I need the box. Just get me the box and everything will be okay. I need the box. I need to know what's in there.
Petty Officer Viles, I have been ordered to take you to the medical bay. You will come with me, and you will come with me now.
My character just he says, yes, I need to go to the doctor. I'm going to the doctor. You don't need to escort me. I'm going to the doctor.
No, I've been ordered to escort you. I'm going to escort you.
Okay. So you escort him to the doctor's?
Yes, I escort you into the doctor's office, into the med bay. I sit you down in a chair, and I wait for you to be seen.
I get seen.
At that point, I do
All right.
leave.
As you leave, you can hear the sounds of the doctor being assaulted. You should end scene there.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Well, this is just before the tilt, so it's good to have a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I think this is the last person, and now we have 8 dice. So that went
good for Josh.
bad because I assaulted the doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, true.
Bad for me, yeah.
Okay. So, what we'll do is for good, for bad, and now we go to the tilt. So, I have the tilt table up here. I guess I'll do a screen share so you guys can see it. Okay. Make sure it focuses on me, Lloyd, I guess. Unless it automatically does, I'm not sure. So pretty much everyone rolls their dice. So count how much good and bad dice that you have. So I have 1 good, 1 bad. So when you roll the good, it's positive, and it's a d6, by the way. When you roll the bad, it's negative. So you roll 2d6, say I would, and I would roll 1 good, 1 bad. I think just about everyone has 1 good, 1 bad, unless some people have...
I have 2
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so... basically, whoever has the lowest total gets to pick from the tilt table, and whoever has the highest total gets to pick from the tilt table. We roll the rest of the dice, and then we pick from the tilt table only 2 things, and then we use those tilts in the next scenes.
Okay. So
Okay,
the goods are positive, the bads are negatives.
Yes. So I'm going to roll mine right now. Good, 2, bad, 6. So I got -4.
I've got -8.
Okay.
Gold's good, white's bad.
Yep.
So my good dice is 2, and my bad dice is 6.
So that's also -4.
-4.
And I got +5 because I had 2 good dice.
So we have 5 and -8. So where is it? So yep. So now we roll the rest of the dice. So roll the 8 dice that we have left. Do you mind doing that for me, Lloyd? Not Lloyd, sorry, Ian.
Sure. Are they good and bad? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter with this one. They're actually all equal at the moment.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
But
Then. Okay, so just roll. All
yeah, we're
eight
just
times.
rolling these all to be able to pick the tilt.
Okay.
Where did I put the?
There we go. There's the roll. 3, 1, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4, 6.
Oh, Fiasco, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now you guys pilt one at a time, like we did before. You define it, and then you pick it using those numbers there. So we'll start with the highest. Let's say Ian can go.
So I get to
this
choose
is
the
the
overall
tilt.
thing, and then he defines it. Is that right?
No, you pick one, define it, then he picks one, he defines it.
Oh, okay. Should I be writing this down?
So actually, you pick, Lloyd picks, you define, Lloyd defines. That's how it'll work.
Okay, so we got mayhem, tragedy, innocence, and what's on the next page? Guilt,
Oh, we've no 5s.
paranoia, and failure. Hold on, I'm gonna actually.
Really? No paranoia? God damn it.
No 5s. That's killer.
Guilt, paranoia, and failure. So we don't have any 5s. Okay, so I'm gonna pick. Oh, there's no 2s either. There's no tragedy. Shit.
God.
Okay, I'm going for a 1, mayhem. So I mark that off, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we have one tilt as mayhem. Anyone can use these when in the game, by the way. Okay, Lloyd.
Okay, what's 4 and 6?
Oh, shit, sorry. 4 and 6,
Paranoia?
guilt and
Guilt.
failure.
Guilt and, yeah, guilt and failure.
That's
That's right.
30.
Oh, look, guilt showdown is one of them. Whoa.
Showdown, yeah. Or we have no 2s. Betrayed by friends would be good. I'll go for guilt, I think.
Ian, you define that thing that you got before.
So I got to define mayhem. Can you go back up to mayhem, please?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, and I need to mark off that was a 4, wasn't it? For guilt?
Yeah. You meant to mark off the ones that we pick as we go.
Yep.
We're
I know.
only picking 2 things
Okay.
anyway, even though we've got more dice, but that's what you do.
Ooh. So there's magnificent self-destruction, a misdirected passion, a dangerous animal. No, not going to be a dangerous animal. On a submarine, that would be very bizarre.
It says perhaps metaphorical.
Yeah.
Perhaps metaphorical.
Oh, yeah, it
So
does
me.
work. Yeah. So. I think, though,
Or someone
I want to go with 4, a magnificent self-destruction.
Oh, yeah.
I just-
That one's
that
always a
sounds-
good one.
That just sounds epic.
Yeah. Okay, and then I had guilt, so if you scroll back down for a second.
Yeah, sorry. I've got like 1,000 tabs open.
No worries. Okay, so we got visit from the perhaps unofficial authorities, but what do we got left dice-wise? 3, 4, 6. Okay.
Someone develops a conscience. Greed leads to killing, or
That's
that could
almost
definitely be in its
perfect.
character.
Yeah. Let's go greed leads to killing.
Ooh.
People are greedy for the box anyway, so.
Yeah. And we're only picking 2, so that's it, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. All right. So now we scrub the dice and we continue. I'll get
Prices
rid
are
of this.
good,
Oh, wait, no, we
good
need-
fucking tilts, aren't they?
Yeah. You enjoying the game so far?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
All right, sweet. Okay, so we had 4 good, 4 bad last time I checked. Sweet. Okay, I'm ready. I shall put my camera back on. Oh, wait, maybe it's apparently. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Okay, so now we're going to start with me again. So my first scene, it's going to be, I'd say, what would have Josh's character done when hearing this sound? Would he just come back in?
No, he would have called for a security team first.
Yep. Would Ian's character hear about this and come down as well? Because if he would, he can come.
Yeah, he would.
All right, so basically, you guys kind of open the door, and I have the doctor right now with a scalpel, and I'm pushing on his throat, and I'm screaming, give me the box, or I stab the motherfucker. Give me the fucking box. What was guilt again, sorry?
Greed leads to killing.
Greed. All right, so that's the start of the scene. Give me the fucking box! Fucking give it to me!
Sergeant O'Rourke,
Yes, sir.
disarm and apprehend Mr. Viles, please.
As soon as you say that, I stab the scalpel deep into the scientist's throat, slitting his blood everywhere. I get it in my hands as probably Josh comes up to me, and I'm just like laughing and cackling with the blood in my hands.
Yeah, I moved to I moved. O'Rourke's going to move to grab, the petty officer's hand as he swings his fist right towards his face.
Yeah, I take it to the face and I'm knocked out as I'm kind of cackling, staring at the blood, screaming, "The box told me to do this!"
Somebody clean this mess up.
End scene. That went bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Is this a whole new dice pool, or does this continue to add up?
No, this is continuing, so we got 3 bad, 4 good. Was that magnificent self-destruction, or...?
I think greed leads to killing. It's actually kind of both.
Kind of both. It could be either or if you want.
Well, no, because it wasn't necessarily greed, because greed is hoarding things.
That's
I'm not
right.
necessarily hoarding anything.
Yeah.
I think this is magnificent self-destruction. My character has lost his major rank in the matter of 2 days and murdered a doctor.
Yeah.
I curiosity, does that mean you now have 2 bad and 1 good, or are we starting a whole new pool in that sense? You
Yeah,
just
keep
now-
those, Paul. Those are yours to keep, the ones that you had
So
originally,
you
and we're
have
adding on
2
the
bad-
dice. So now I have
2
2
bad.
bad, 1 good, yeah.
Okay, cool. I've been keeping track of this, so that's why I'm asking. So.
All right, so that is my turn. Whoever's next.
Okay, so it's my scene. So I'm thinking while this is going on and all the security teams and everything are in the medical office dealing with this situation, it's for the breakout of the scientists. We've managed. I mean, we didn't talk Josh's character into it, but we talked a couple of other characters into it. Some of the other officers and stuff, and they're really interested in the box and stuff. So we have been let out of the prison, and we're now running through the ship, and we're going to bump into the XO and the security team. I think is the plan. So we're like running towards the hold, and it's a small submarine. I'm going to guess we run past you guys on the way to the box. It's going to be a bit of a standoff.
Oh, you run past us.
Mm-hmm.
We pursue then, absolutely.
Yeah, like we're going to run like into you pretty much, and there's going to be like a standing next, like opposite each other, kind of.
Okay. Like like a standoff.
Yeah. We'll just wait for Thomas to get back so he can be involved.
Yeah, we'll wait for Thomas to get back.
So this is you and a few of the people you've convinced to help you.
Yeah, so it's
like the guards you were talking to earlier, for example.
all the scientists and then a bunch of the guards who have decided they want to see what's in the box, and they believe that the global security thing.
Okay, and it's me and my security team, so O'Rourke will be with me.
Yeah, and Thomas, I'm guessing, has just been knocked out, but he's there as well.
Okay.
So where am I?
Okay, so the scientists have broken out with the help of some of the guards. They're racing through the ship towards the hold to get this box, and as they're running, they bump into this whole situation in the medical bay. So you are currently unconscious, maybe, or been punched anyway.
Yeah.
Just as we round the corner and see this whole situation, there's going to be a bit of a standoff.
I'm going to play Billy Bob. Billy Bob's totally helping you guys.
Billy Bob is helping the breakout, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
O'Rourke and my couple of security officers are here carrying the unconscious petty officer Viles.
Yeah. Okay. Just a question of would they use guns on a submarine? I feel like it's super dangerous to fire a gun
Actually,
on a submarine.
would.
You would?
Security officers do have firearms.
Yeah.
It just seems totally ridiculous to have a gun on a submarine. It seems super
Oh, it
dangerous.
is.
They wouldn't want to fire it. Like, firing would be the last. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
They wouldn't fire it. Like, no
Right.
way. At
Mhm.
least in some areas of the ship. Fuck off. So you would
Security
die.
officers would be armed. And what about commanding officers? Would the XO have a
I would
firearm?
assume so, yeah.
EXO would have a. Oh God! Let me
Probably a pistol,
pull up
wouldn't
my Navy knowledge.
Sidearm, I would think.
The EXO may have a sidearm. Usually, usually they're unarmed.
Right.
Only the
Okay.
security officers are usually armed because
Okay, I'll be
the
unarmed.
security
I'm fine with
officer because the security officer may have to take an EXO into custody.
Right, yeah.
That's fine. I'll say I'm unarmed. That's fine. But 2 security personnel and obviously our weapons officer O'Rourke are
Yeah.
armed.
So we've run through the ship. We've got a couple of guys. They picked up guns from the armory, and we're now running towards this area. And we see you, and we all kind of just skid to a stop.
Mexican standoff.
Yeah.
Everybody pointing guns at each other.
Everybody's pointing guns at everybody. There's guns pointed at everybody. And I
Billy Bob's
stand...
pointing at the scientist, but by accident, and then he kind of changes.
And I stand there with my lab coat, and I kind of like push to the side as if it was a duster in a Western. And I look at the XO.
What do you have in your lab coat? You have a gun, do you?
I don't have a gun, no. I just do it for effect. Maybe I've got like a...
Dr. Schopenhauer, shouldn't you be in the brig?
Mr. Riley.
Billy Bob. And Timothy. This is... what's the word for it? This is an act of... What would it be called, Josh? Sorry.
Mutiny.
Is it mutiny? Yeah. This is an act of mutiny, you understand.
Mutiny, treason.
I understand that perfectly. What's happened here is that the sensible and wise people on this ship have decided to listen to me. We need to get to the hold. You will now provide me with the keys.
Officers, drop your
says
weapons
this.
now.
Sensible and wise, Billy Bob drools a bit.
Both of you, put your guns down now.
Billy Bob drops his gun.
I turn to the officers and I say, keep them up. It's a matter of most urgency.
And I look at Billy Bob and Timothy. I don't know, just for names, for the other two, the other security officer who helped to bring out. And I say, you understand the punishment for treason is execution.
This man says he works for the president.
Sir, the punishment for treason is locked in the brig until you can have a trial.
Not on my ship.
They're not too bright.
All right,
Yes,
XO.
of course. You will receive your trials, and then we will execute you. Unless you stand down now and escort these men back to the brig.
Executive Officer Riley, you will provide me with the keys to the hold. This is a matter of most urgency. You can see that it's already affected some of your crew. If you don't let me into the hold, it's going to get a lot worse, a lot quicker. You got to let me in there.
Yeah, I just kind of dropped petty officer. The petty officer, he was mad because Riley here demoted him before. He's just an idiot. All of you drop your weapons, or I'm going to draw mine. He kind of
Sergeant, what was Petty Officer speaking about when you apprehended him?
I don't know. He was spouting crazy bullshit.
Was he talking about a desperate need to get the box?
Yes, but it's crazy bullshit.
That's what I thought. This box has effects beyond your understanding, beyond the understanding of people like you.
I'm lifting the flap to my gun holster, pulling my gun, and I kind of eject the magazine. Yep, low velocity rounds. Slams it back into place and ratchets the slide.
Dr. Schopenhauer, I will order my men to shoot all of you right now before I will let you have that box. Sidebar, greed leads to killing. The XO is actually mentally affected as well. He just hasn't let it on yet. You will not have the box. We'll all die here first. It's your call. Sergeant, prepare to shoot Billy Bob there. Security officer.
Yes, sir.
Take out Timothy first.
Make sure your guns are loaded with low velocity ammunition.
Billy Bob starts wildly firing.
Awesome. End scene.
That's brilliant.
No!
Okay, so that probably went bad for me as well.
Yeah, that's bad.
I think that went bad for everyone.
I think that went bad for all of us. Yeah. It just happened to happen during your scene.
Yeah.
So we're up to 3 good, 4. No, wait. What we're up to?
I have
I
3.
can't
We
see
got
them.
4 good and 2 bad left now.
Okay.
Is that right?
So it's going to have to start going well for people.
I have an idea for my scene to go well, but
Okay.
yeah, we'll see. So that is all the tilts used. Well, we'll see if people die next scene, but we'll kind of put it up in the air. But I think that's going to be greed leads to killing. All right, so who's next?
Shit, it's my scene next, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's your turn, Ian. So you get to resolve if people die.
Do I have to, or can I have a slight flashback?
You can have a different scene, yeah?
Maybe you can have a monologue of the idol talking to you.
That's what I was going to do, was a
Yeah,
monologue of
yeah.
myself
Cool, yeah.
talking to the idol. And then I thought maybe, since Josh is playing the arms master, maybe he would prefer to do the violence scene. Or whatever he wants to do, So, this is a few hours earlier, before I had summoned, before I got called back up to the scene where at the what do you call it? At the medical bay. So after I've dismissed Sergeant O'Rourke and the security team to go and take Petty Officer Viles to the doctor, to the medic, I stayed behind and I reopened the box again. I take the key out of my pocket and I open the box. And I open it and I hold the idol. And he starts to speak to it in an eldritch language that he doesn't even understand what he's saying. And then he says, yes, yes, we will take you. We will take you to the new world. The doctor will not have you. The Nazis will not have you. No. You're going to Washington. The president will receive what he has asked for. And then some.
Interesting. All right.
End scene.
Cool.
Good or bad?
I think probably bad.
Yeah, he's now kind of under the sway of the box as well.
Yeah.
We have way too many goods to use. Is the problem?
Yeah.
Well, or I mean, let's see.
Well, I guguess.
Hard case, leader of a shipboard. Well, my gang is winning, and I do have the idol, so you could say it's good in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'll let you guys decide.
I also think it's
Well,
crazy
what are
that
your character's goals? Like, if your goals are being put forward, it's good for you.
My goal is to get this thing to Washington.
Then it's working fine.
That's been my goal since the beginning.
Yeah.
Even before it started talking to me.
Yeah. Then it's good.
Okay.
I mean, most of these scenes are bad in general if you look at it from a subjective
Sure, I
point.
suppose so.
I think it's mad how like just one thing, like what's in the fucking box, has pretty much informed this entire game. You know, it's mad how like it's just one little thing.
Yeah, it's always that one idea that kind of grows when you're playing these games, when you're in the character creation part. Oh, damn, 3 food, too bad. Damn it, food.
Oh, food, yeah. Ooh, 3 food.
I'm hungry now. Okay, who's next?
It's
Josh, I think.
That'd be me.
So, what's the scene?
We will resolve the scene of when Billy Bob started to fire wildly.
Fucking Billy Bob.
Luckily, Billy Bob, being the retard that he is, just starts to fire this M4 wildly and forgets that it's not it forgets that it's only like loaded with one bullet. So he fires once. This bullet clangs off a pipe just to the left of O'Rourke's head and fires down the hallway. O'Rourke, being the guy he is, pulls up his sidearm, his .45, pulls the trigger, puts one in Billy Bob's head.
Billy Bob dies. Billy Bob's okay with this.
Billy Bob just drops to the floor. He immediately, switches aim, firing twice more and putting a bullet in each of the security guards behind the doctor's head.
Yeah. Who will? I'd say we'll be equally stunned with Billy Bob firing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Riley doesn't even flinch. He stands there with his hands folded behind his back.
He pulls his gun, aiming it at the doctor. Would you like to go back to your cell, Mr. Whatever the hell your name is?
The doctor raises his hand, points it at your character, and begins to rattle off this hideous sounding language.
I've pulled the trigger. Insane.
Awesome.
Wow.
All right. Okay, now we're going to the last thing.
Okay, how did that go, good or bad for me?
It's hard to know. I think probably good because you were sticking to your goals, which are to be a good soldier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that was good for him too. I mean, it's bad for everybody, but it's good for his goals.
Okay, too good, too bad. All right, so we're going straight down the middle. All right, so while this whole kerfuffle is happening, people don't realize that my character was actually conscious in the back behind. I'd say he would have been left kind of near the area, like unconscious, and he's able to sneak away as this gunfire is happening.
Nice. Perfect time.
Yeah. So my character sneaks off, heads to the bridge, or like he tries to find the box basically, and he's actually able to find it wherever you hit it, probably in
It
your
was in,
room.
it was in the hold.
Yeah, in the hold. Yeah, he's able to find it in the hold while all that shit is happening, and he grabs the box and he starts like laughing with glee, kind of looking around for something to find to pry open the box. He sees a crowbar end scene.
Okay.
That was good.
That was good for me. Right.
So then it's my scene?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, back to this chaotic combat situation. The doctor has raised his hand and he's speaking some hideous language that no one understands, and it's like making people feel nauseous and stuff, and he moves his fingers and they bend backwards in a way that they shouldn't, and his nose starts to bleed. But the firearms that everyone has, they just kind of like crunch up as if they've been squished by like a compactor. And the sergeant and the XO just really horribly, and then he like screams in pain, and he says to the officer, actually runs over to the officer as he's getting sick, and he says, "Give me the key."
What happened to the bullet from Thingy's shot? Just wondering.
Yeah, it'll also have become compacted by this weird magical crap.
So it'd be a misfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I run over to the officer. "Give me the key."
Fuck you! And he runs his hand in his pocket and clenches his hand around the key and continues to retch violently.
Rourke, chokes it down, pushes himself to his feet, draws his combat knife.
Okay, so he tries to.
He pops up into a boxing stance.
And I'm in pretty bad form, so I imagine you could just take the key.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab the key.
And as you try to grab the key, he like steps out with a jab, but his knife's reverse grip in his left hand. This is actually a tactic. So he like tries to slash with the blade real fast.
It swishes in, but it seems to just like scrape across his skin, cuts him just under the eye. But he manages to push past you and sprints down the hall. End scene.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was good for you. So that's all the good dice going in.
Thank
All
God.
right, guys, time to make it bad.
Bad dice. Congratulations, Lloyd, you get your first good die.
Hey.
And it's my turn. Nothing but bad dice left.
And I had to like cheat with magic to get it.
I'd say it's not without the realm of possibility that you would know magic. So
Yeah, he's a paranormal researcher. He's got some occult knowledge, and it wrecked his body as well, which I thought was cool.
It suits the theme as well.
Shadowrun as fuck.
Yeah.
So after he runs down the hall, I continue to vomit for another 20, 30 seconds, giving him time to get away. And I stand up and I wipe the sick from my mouth, and I look around, and I see O'Rourke. I guess, did you pursue him?
Rourke would have
I know you
tried
were
to
still
help you to your
sick.
feet.
Oh, okay. You let him get away.
Sir, you're my primary objective.
Our primary objective is the idol. They're going to the hold. We have to get there and stop him. And he reaches down and he picks up one of the guns that was dropped by one of the soldiers that you shot. Realizes that the metal of it's fucked, and drops it. Takes a knife off of one of the soldiers instead. You already have your combat knife. He says, "We have to get down there and stop them."
Sir, by code, you're not allowed to be armed while on deck.
I'm not on deck, and this is a mutiny situation. Are you going to disarm me and put me in the brig, Mr. O'Rourke? I'm giving you an order.
Sir.
get to the hold. Get the idol.
Yes, sir.
I'm right behind you. End scene. And so I think it's going bad for me because I'm just kind of losing my grip. I'm even losing my. I'm losing a bit of my respect, probably with O'Rourke, who's been my most loyal, officer on the ship. But now I'm getting kind of testy with him as well. So, yeah, X O'Reilly is unraveling.
Sure.
And that means Josh gets the last scene, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
O'Rourke and the captain are going to run down to the hold, and I'm going to assume that the doctor has already gotten there, and that the petty officer is already there. With he's pried open the box, and he's about to reach inside. Well, the doctor runs through the door, and a few minutes behind him, O'Rourke and Riley bust through the door. And, O'Rourke looks at the doctor. I don't know what the hell you did back there, man. But, none of that shit. You're going back to your cell.
Sergeant, don't make me do it again.
X O'Reilly charges past O'Rourke at the doctor with his blade in hand and attacks him.
The doctor will jump back.
That's it. O'Rourke, reaches over to the wall panel, opens the comm ship-wide. Captain!
Oh, yeah,
we have a situation in the hold. I need a security down here ASAP. He switches it off and says, okay, everyone, on the floor now.
Yeah, Riley missed his attack pretty clumsily. He hasn't done combat in a long time. And he's still holding the knife, and he says, stand down, O'Rourke. You, Miles, put the idol back in the box.
Oh, am I actually in this scene?
Yeah, we're in the hold. You're holding the idol.
Oh, sorry, yes. My character has the idol in hand, and he looks at everyone, shaking. He starts speaking the Aldrich language, but it's like he has 3 voices. His eyes start to glow, and he starts to float into the air. I think we should end seeing. I don't know.
Yeah.
As soon as he starts,
we can resolve this. Yeah, go on.
As soon as he starts to float, O'Rourke, tosses his knife up by the blade, draws back, and sends it flying towards.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's an insane.
Petty officer. Insane.
And now we can see what happens with that blade. So now, that went bad for your character, apparently. It has to.
Yeah.
So, I got 2 good, 2 bad. So now we roll these 2 dice, add them together, and I'm going to screen share. Or is it Fiasco Core Rulebook?
So I got 3 bad, 1 good.
I got 2 good, 2 bad.
So you roll those together, and then you find the plus or minus number. So I'll be there now. So my plus total is 9, and my minus total is, so that's -4. I've got -4. Just going to type that in the chat.
Sick.
My last die will be the 1 bad. 6, 10, -5. I'm at 5 good.
Okay, so
Plus 5.
Those 3s cancel each other out. That's 6 versus 5. I got 1. Positive 1.
Oh, that is bad.
I know.
Oh yeah, so the lower the number, the worse it is. So negative, like, if the 0 is the absolute worst you can get. So aftermath table 58.
Alright, I'm looking at a -7.
So you got -7, a -4,
Okay.
a +1, and a +5, yeah?
Okay, I'll start from the minuses. So -7. Pathetic. You suffer. You'll suffer. Oh dear God, you'll suffer. And everyone will know your maleficence, your stupidity. Oh, sorry.
Malfeasance.
Your malfeasance. Okay, sorry. Your lack of common sense and decency. You're probably going to get locked up. And then we have -1. No, -4 was me, which is savage. Savage is something is broken or smashed. Maybe you've got a permanent limp and a bad reputation. Plus, you totally fail. Alright, so who got +1? Alright, dreadful. You are certainly dead, probably from a self-inflicted wound. People you care about are also probably dead, maybe through your own stupidity, stupid, ugly failure. To say that you fucked up is an insult to fucked upness. You have redefined the term. Sorry, maybe that throw didn't go very well. Maybe I'm thinking it in like the back of the Exo's head, or the captain or something that runs in. I don't know.
Bounced off you and went back into the XO or something.
All right, so who got?
I got
+1?
white 5.
White 5. So you are humiliated in a big public way, and whatever reputation you once had is now in dirty pieces all around the floor.
I can imagine.
You'll never think of these days without a shudder of horror at your aggressive stupidity.
That fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So now how this scene is going to... well, did you guys like how we did it last time, where we kind of went around?
Yeah, you do it dice by dice.
Or we can just talk about what happened to our characters, just in one whole lot. What would you prefer?
I like the dice thing, where you put forward your good and bad dice, and you do each bit slowly, you know?
Yeah, that was kind of cool. So I'll start. I will put forward a good dice. He was able finally to get his hands on the box, and he was able to release a powerful ritual which flooded the room. It is unknown what the magics did, though. I'll pass.
Okay. I'll put forward one of my bad dice. So what have I got? You'll suffer. Oh god, you'll suffer. Alright, so as your character rises up, he begins to chant again in this language to try and counteract this horrible magic. And as he does so, like, blood is streaming from his eyes and his ears and all this sort of stuff, and he's like, his body is shaking and vibrating. So that's that bit.
Alright, cool.
I'm not sure I understand entirely what's going on here. I have to spend a die?
You put forward one of your dice, either good or bad, and then you explain like a little bit of the aftermath. So like, since you have 4 dice, you can do it bit by bit. If you put forward a bad die, it should go really bad. If you put forward a good die, I guess it's good relatively, but it's all pretty bad.
It still goes with whatever aftermath I had, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And I can't see that aftermath. I don't know where that went, but...
So what was your aftermath again, sorry?
I had
Minus...
white 5.
Yeah, so you are humiliated in a bit public way. Basically, your reputation is destroyed.
So yeah, as the whole like room is descended into like magic slinging chaos, people on the ship are dead. The captain is sending a security team down to secure the hold. Realizing that his attacks are useless, Exo and I'm sorry, I'm going to spend. I think this would be a good die, even though it's still not going to be a great result. Exo O'Reilly just drops the blade and dejectedly turns and starts to walk out of the room to face the security team that he knows is coming down to arrest him.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's fucked up.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put forward a good dice, and it's going to be very, very short. Luckily, the blade was, right on target, and it sailed towards, its target, and it would have hit, except it was deflected back by this magic energy coming up.
Okay. It would have worked, but...
Magic.
Okay. So I'm going to put forward a bad dice. My character was irrevocably wounded from the magic, and one of his limbs, both his limbs and arms, were ripped to pieces and like atrophied and things like that. Atrophied. So he's completely fucked physically from the powerful spell that he let off, and his mind was not that good either. Pass.
All right. With a good dice, the magic spell that I'm speaking manages to kind of slightly control the situation. So it stops the explosion of power coming from vials a little bit, contains it a little bit. And so he finishes the spell. Pass.
Then it's me, yeah? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With another good die, the security team arrives, and XO Riley is the first to meet them as he was walking out of the room, as the room just was going crazy behind him. And he surrenders himself to them, basically without resistance, and allows one of the men to start taking him back towards the brig, or perhaps to meet with the captain, as it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to put forward a bad dice. As the blade deflects off and starts to fly back, it enters my character's head. He's just like, it sinks right to the hilt. He just kind of drops to the floor.
Oh no! Oh, Rourke, you were so loyal.
That's it.
Yep, sure. All right, so I'm going to. Those were one good, one bad. I'm going to put forward another good dice. Even though the magic was attempted to be controlled by Lloyd's character, the thing that he was trying to summon did indeed work. The creature burst out of him, but it did mean that Val horribly died.
Okay, so I'm going to put forward a bad dice. So the spell that he had been casting actually wasn't the spell he thought it was, and he realizes with horror, he hears this rumbling sound outside the submarine, and all the steel starts to groan and crunch under the force of some ridiculously gigantic creature, and his eyes go wide as he realizes what he's done.
I'm gonna spend. We're spending all of our dice before this is over. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend my last good die as the XO is being led towards the captain by the security officer. He's not resisting anymore. He closes his eyes and he can hear a voice in his head speaking this strange language, which he now somehow miraculously understands, and it's comforting him, and it's telling him that he did well. He did what was the best that he could do, and he sinks into this like kind of psychosis, as it were. He completely loses his grip with reality and begins to only exist in his own make-believe world, basically, and lets go of all the pain of his failure.
Yeah, I'm going to put forth my like you were done, right?
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry.
I'm going to put forth my last good die, and as my character dies, he sees the ghost of his father, and his father says, "Congratulations, son, you were a good soldier," as they walk off into the afterlife. And that's it.
All right. My character's soul is consumed horribly by the great Old One and spirits that he summons, but either way, he's still strangely happy about it.
That's been my last bad die. Dr. Schopenhauer realizes what he's done, and his eyes widen, and he realizes what's about to happen in the submarine. That he's summoned a terrifying creature from the abyss, and it's around the submarine. That he hasn't controlled anything that's come out of the box, and that he's failed. And so he reaches for the knife that's in Sergeant Rourke's head, and he cuts his own throat.
Okay.
XO Riley is brought to the captain. The captain stands in front of him, and Riley he just sees this like holy almost figure, like glowing with light in front of him as the captain stands there in all authority and control of the situation. And the otherworldly voice at the back of his head gives a single word command. And all of a sudden, having not been restrained because he surrendered himself willingly, Riley rips his arm free of the security officer and tackles the captain to the ground, biting at his throat, as the security officer pulls out his pistol and puts a bullet in the back of his head.
Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and put forth my last bad die. And, as the ship is torn apart by this creature, everyone dies. Unfortunately, the name of the O'Rourke family, who has served in the Navy for 3 generations, goes down as traitors, and they get it all wrong. He led a mutiny against a ship, and he was marked as a traitor. And he was, even though he was dead, he was court-martialed and dishonorably discharged.
Post
All right. There you go. That's the incredibly grim ending.
Yay! Everybody died.
So
Fiasco.
yeah, I just have a few questions maybe about the game and the module, but I don't know if you want to end the video before we do that, or do you want to do a Q&A at the end?
Yeah, you might as well.
So that was like a module for Fiasco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the game itself, I got it for $12 on WWII, and then all of the modules are free. So people just make their own modules. They're called playsets, and there's like at least 20 on WWII that you can download for free, and they just give you the relationships and the needs and stuff, and then the tilt table and the aftermath table are in the Fiasco book.
Okay, so the aftermath and the tilt are all just in the core book. That doesn't change for modules?
Some modules have specific ones,
Okay.
but most of them just use the same tilt and aftermath.
In the case of this one, anyway, we just used the default tilt and aftermath.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
cool.
was the default tilt.
Really cool game. Loved it.
Yeah, it's really fun. It always, like, I mean, it's the tagline is like a game of, what is it? Something ambition and bad impulse control or something like that. So it's just people who like can't control what they're doing and really want stuff. So like the need thing is like, it's not like a normal need. You know, it's like a desperate need to do something. It's great.
Yeah. So I think that got well out of control.
Yeah.
It's meant to.
Yeah, like I was saying, I was really surprised and just impressed that like one thing, like what's in the fucking box, like just makes that whole thing. You know, we just built this whole thing from just one line, pretty much.
What's in the box?
I think, actually, I'm sorry, but you're just getting it wrong. It's what's in the fucking box. If I recall.
Yeah, true. It's what is in the fucking box.
Alrighty. Yeah, so this is my new channel, Dungeon Jarl. If you want to watch more games get played, this is one place of many that you can do that. All of these people also have channels. If you want to plug those, you can do that.
Get on it.
I'll do it for you. Thomas's channel is called Something About Tabletop, and he plays lots of Shadowrun and other stuff, Fiasco sometimes. Josh's is called RD20. It's for new players to D&D, and there's also lots of games on that. And Ian's channel is called Fantastic Dimensions. Lots of live play videos. The Awesome Defiance campaign is on there, which myself and Josh are both in. Make sure you check that out. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And tabletop, one-shot group, etc. Check that out. It's on Facebook. It's a good place to find players and stuff like that.
If I could just add to Lloyd here, the Dungeon Jarl, he runs a pretty awesome Viking series of 5th edition D&D games. He's got several one-shots, which are between myself and Josh's channels mostly, but I would suggest that you put up a playlist on your channel as soon as you can so that people come to your channel can see the games you run. And he also has started a campaign in that world as well, so it's definitely worth checking out.
Awesome. All right, guys, thanks for playing, and that's it. Bye-bye.